Hey Sinners, welcome back to the channel. It's that time of the week again. Let's see what's on the shelves of Sin City Comics this week. We'll start as we always do with DC, and we're going to start with DC because we got an absolute banger. No pun intended, but we have the start of Absolute Batman. This is the start of the new ongoing universe, and this is his first solo. So Scott Snyder's back. We have that. We have this cover. This cover, which is pretty cool, and then we have the foil cover with the logo. I'm not gonna lie, the foil looks great. I'm not a huge fan of this logo, but it is what it is. That's new foil cover. Then Action Comics number 1070 is out this week. Then we have the facsimile of Batman. Where am I to? 237. I was going to say 236. Good job I looked. 237. The fact they do that in the old school paper as well. Batman by Gaslight, Kryptonite Age. We talked about before. This is issue 5. Then we have DC's vs. Vampires World War 5, issue 3 in. And then we have Green Lantern's Civil Corps Special, the new DC All-In range. And that's that. So again, not much DC this week, but the big boy being in, that's important. Next we'll move on to indies, and we've got some cool vintage stuff this week. And when I say vintage, you'll understand what I mean when I get to it, but I'm really looking forward to this. But right, let's crack on. Crocodile Black number 5 is in this week. I believe that's the end of the story arc. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comics. It might be one more issue. I've got a feeling it went up to 5, not 6, but I'll double check. I don't know. Duck and Cover issue 2 is in this week. Scott Snyder's back again, but this time for Dark Horse Comics with Duck and Cover. Everyone's favourite cat who loves lasagna. Garfield number 3. Geiger. So this is an interesting one, and I've made a mistake, but this is number 7. I'll show you the cover now. Here. Now, for some reason, they've done something similar to what the DC specials did last week, where there's 2 cover A's. No one's been told about that. So we have got both covers, and both stores have both covers, but the normal cover, which I would class this as cover A because that's the one that shows cover A on the internet, it's a totally different cover. Like, not even similar in any way, shape, or form. It's black. It's not got a giraffe on it, a zebra on it. Nothing like that on it. It's completely different. But they're both cover A's, and both stores have them. So if you want both covers, pop in and see. Lady Mechanica number 2, yeah, always a popular one. We've just done that, so I'll check over there. Murder Kingdom number 1 is starting this week from Mad Cave Comics. Plastic Death and Dolls number 5 from Image. Again, I believe this is the end of this arc, but I think we do have them all in stock. Precious Metals number 5. Then we have The Scale Trade number 4. I'm pretty sure this is a 5-part series in total anyway. So, last but one. Scarlet number 5 is in this week from Image, part of the G.I. Joe world. Sesame Street number 2. But I'm pretty sure they're individual stories, so it doesn't matter, it's a number 2. 7 Years in Darkness. This is number 3. Yeah, number 3. That's in this week. It's a cool looking cover. I like this old school style. Sonic the Hedgehog. This is a annual, so this is 2024 annual. This is cover A, and I think we have cover B and the ratio in as well. Right, so I talked about vintage earlier. This is one of them. I say vintage, but you know, 80s. So yeah, maybe not vintage, but Terminator is getting its own series from Dynamite. There's been Terminator comics before, but this is a new one. We got a couple of different covers, so I'll show you this one, which is really cool. We got another version of this coming up, which for those of you who are in the know, it's black and white, and I love it. Then we have cover B. Cover C. I quite like the look of that one. And then D. And this, I really love this cover. I think it's really cool. Really cool cover. Show that. And then the one that I love, and I believe this is a 1 in 25 maybe, but unfortunately I won't be having this one because it's a 1 in 25, and I'd rather one of you guys got it. But I am picking this up, and I'm looking forward to reading it. And then the other vintage is a bit of a cult classic. It's Toxic Avenger. For those of you who have seen the film and remember this from the 80s, it's terribly great. But yeah, so that's got a new series. I think it's a mini series. I'm pretty sure it's 5 parts, but I will double check that and I will find out before number 2 comes out. But yeah, so this is Toxic Avenger. I think that's cover A. Yeah, that's cover A. Then we have cover B, which is quite iconic for the Toxic Avenger. This cover here, I've already done that cover, so I must have either missed the cover. I think I've missed the cover and I've put in 2 number 1s. My bad, my fault. And then last indie this week is Transformers number 13, which again is a really funky cover. So it's number 13. And then we go on to the Marvels. Amazing Spider-Man 59 is in this week. Then we have the Blade number 1. This is the red band version, the explicit content version. More bloody and guts. Conquest 2099 number 1. Exceptional X-Men number 2 is in this week. I've only got the 1 cover here. Marvel Zombies Dawn of Decay number 2 is in this week. Moon Knight Annual number 1. Plus the Infinity Watch tie-in. Phoenix number 4. Sentinels number 1 is in this week. Start of a new series. Black Suit and Blood Spider-Man is in this week. Number 3? Yeah, 3. Ahsoka number 4 is in this week. That's a really nice cover. And the Ewoks have got their own little series this week. I think, again, this is a mini series. I'm pretty sure this is only 4 parts, maybe 5. I don't think it's a one-shot. I will, I'll double check that and tell you before the end of the video. Let me come back to that one. Ultimates number 5 is in this week, which is here. Then we've got Venom 38, which is a tie-in to Venom Wars, which is starting to come to an end now. Venom War Wolverine number 2. And then X-Force number 4 is in this week. Man, thing, friend, or foe. So yeah, with the Ewoks, I was correct. It's a 4-part miniseries. I wanted to get that cleared up. But yeah, so that's everything Marvel this week. That's all the comics. There's some great new comics out this week. But what are we going to choose? Let's have a look. So my picks this week, I don't think there's going to be any shockers here. Absolute Batman number 1, definitely picking this up. This has been so popular that they've already sold out. It's not even released until today/tomorrow. Today for you guys when you're watching this. It's already gone to a second print. So getting that. I'm going to pick up Toxic Avenger. I think, for the coininess and the other bits and pieces. I'm interested to see how Ahoy do this as the comic publisher is doing it. I'm interested in this. Terminator, I've already mentioned, I'm picking up, and yes, I'm just going to have this cover. As much as I want the 1 in 25, I could get it, but I think that's being selfish if I do that. Blade number 1, I'm a massive Blade fan, so that's it for my pickups this week, and they're the ones I'm going to recommend. There's obviously a couple of bits and pieces, Spider-Man, Black Suit and Blood, that's been pretty good so far, but that's number 3, so I'm trying to recommend number 1s, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Good night, God bless, all the best. Ta now. Thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Good night, God bless, all the best.